Buenos días y alegrías, mi familia. Welcome back. Did you miss me? So Divine Mother asked us to get off. We needed to get off the net because something was going down. I said, okay. She told me to leave this card out on the table. It has been open this entire time for the past 9 days. Today is the 9th day. So it was 8 days that we were not on for a good reason. I had Heaven's Gate open and I left it open with many heavy hitters out on the table. She said, leave it open. Odin was out these past 8 days. And a lot of explosions, a lot of fire, a lot of clearing was happening. And a lot of explosions have been happening. This full moon in Aries that happened on the 6th. The fact that it's on the 6th, guys, tells you. Remember, they tell you to fear the 6th. Do not fear the 6th, for that is the goddess. She comes in as 26, 46, 16. She's on the path of 6. 26 means to go. You need to flee because there are people trying to bind you with spell work. You will see 2662. That's the binding of your abilities of your 10th house and your abilities to open up your heart because they want to shut it down and close it off. They don't want you to expose your feelings. 1, they don't want you to talk about your feelings. 2, they don't want you to figure out which way people have been making you feel, because it's about feelings. Remember, they only teach you 2 of the High Priestess, fight or flight, right? Y'all know it as B and J. Is that a blowjob? They never really tell you why it's B and J. As she's looking at me, look at this. Look at this. They never really tell you why it's B and J. In their number sequence patterns, it's 2, 10. And their number pattern secret frequencies. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, star beams. Yes, as you gleam in. 2, 12. We know it as 211. 11 is intuition. They would use your intuition or use a form of intuition to blind you and justify their means to do it. Yes, they have high priestesses in the dark realms. Best believe. Believe in justice? Or is it the fact that the people the most who come at you in that form of interrogation and manipulation of their intuition are people that names start with the letter B and J? Your eyes are mending many ways. If God is a weapon, then damn it's a warm woman. And if you didn't know that, you sure felt. You felt it. So I was getting a lot of heavy obsessive energy. I mean, the point to where they were looking for you on every single fucking website, page, Twitter, Spotify, every single what is that? Music Cloud. Everything they didn't know where you were, what you're doing. What are you doing? It has come to a point in our lives that now we must move in silence. So sorry. And I don't feel the need to post anything anymore. Because I know that the little websites of looking is stalking. Facebook, stalking. Instagram, stalking. YouTube, stalking. And mostly educational, but mostly stalking. Trying to figure out what you doing, how you doing, where you at, who you with, blah, 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 blah. I've got Christ on the field. And Christ said, that in all of this mess, you forgot kindness. You forgot to feed your child. You forgot a feeling inside of you. You forgot that you can't fix your regrets. It's over. It's done. Let's see. You forgot to tap into your feminine side. The feminine side is your heart of the matter, is your feelings, is all the water. Now, do you remember I did a video called The Village, The Villain in the Village? Apparently it's been burnt down. So whoever was feeding information to a certain somebody, it has been burnt down. That's the tea. And you know what's funny about the goddess? Is that now it's raining. What was it, a day before? The day before was the fire. And then the next day it rained. So I feel like it's like an insult to injury. Like the house burnt down and now you're gonna have flood damage. Like it's going to be unfixable, unrepairable, beyond means. So this is going to be a loss. Someone is taking a hit of a loss. You're not going to recover financially from this loss because of what you've been doing, what you have been saying, what you've been spraying, who you were giving this information to, how much have you been collecting, how much was that doggy in the window, woof woof. Ooh. Oh, shit. This person had a certain mindset about you and they honed in on it and tried to spin the narrative of that truth. But it was false. There was bearing false witness until the villain in the village was trying to bear false witness upon the spinning wheel of their spinning lies, of spitting on your name to create a new message of this feminine. That prickly little cactus, no pal. So sorry, so sad. It's so sad that you have to go to such extremes and for the divine to knock it down. I told you, That tower was not leaving my desk for some sort of reason. And every time I tried to put it away, I heard the divine, leave it out, leave it out, leave it open. Yikes. Burnt out. This environment of shifting your approach. You didn't shift your approach. You didn't fix your regrets. You didn't say, okay, fine, this person, it didn't work out. Let me move on. Let me find someone who wants to build a future with me, and stop playing games and stop lying and stop manipulating and really tell it how it truly is, instead of using your feelings as battle scar wounding to pull people and hook them in so that they can rescue you. But you're not really looking for rescuing. You're looking for a punk ass bitch to serve you. Oof. Dear Lord. And so this is why God planted a seed to move away. When we tell you to move away, and when I mean we, I mean Divine Mother Goddess, who I work for, sent me to tell you I was only the messenger of a message that could be a mess in the age that you're in. And I came in to love you, to heal you, to seal you, and deliver you from all of existence of the past, to show you a love that you have been giving others, that others didn't see in you. Here I came to give you this love in return. There was no room for doubt when God comes in. You have to recognize it the moment you have it. And if for some reason there is confusion on the field, then you must open up and speak to gain clarity in your communication. But if your communication is as so confusing, then you played yourself out of your own gift. That was a message for somebody who needed to know. Upon this hog that has been grounded, they told you to let it go, and you didn't. And so some unforeseen stuff has happened, and you think it's because you didn't see it. You weren't supposed to see it. When God is going to deliver a deliverance of purification, of burning it down, it is the tower moment. And unfortunately, some towers are harder to understand, to know, but it was because of an environment. I'm feeling that some of you are ready to know, are ready to move, and it's worth it, and what is actually worth it, and who has been reconditioned, who has been conditioned, and who plants little worms of deception in your head. This love trap. Let's go. Love trap. Baby love trap. Ba-da-da-da, love trap. Say $49.94. I see. This story is called The Love Triangle. Dun, 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 dun. And did you know you were in one? Because what I'm getting is that most of you don't realize. And I'm going to put it to you in many formats. So let's go. Hail, Holy Queen, Divine Mother, Ascended Master Spirit, Team Ancestorines, come through me to deliver this message. Star beings, protect our circumference, area, realm, astral, projections, closed, off, bounded, guarded, walls, up. All demon eyes, all demonic forces go death, diamond blood, and diamond blood. Diamond blood goes down. Down for the count. Diamond then their bluffs. There are no diamonds in the demon realm. Or they would pretend to. I thank thee, Mother. Thank you. The reason why there was a love triangle is the fact that somebody was boning. They grabbed the bone. Somebody else. This somebody else has rage. And so then the manipulation of mind games begin. Because you have inherited their energy. You have sucked their juice, and now it's in you. And it takes 30 days to cleanse it, as long as you're not keep doing it. But if you go another day, then that's another day, and then another day, and then another day. This is what's buried within you. You cannot hide the truth in the juice of you. The water of you is tainted in rage. The water in you is tainted in mind games. The water in you is tainted with pressure of torture. It's tainted with some form of allergic reactions to a mother wound of why you are hard. The water within them is possessed by something that messes with their mental state of master, master. All I want to do is please you, master, master. Tell me only lies. This is how they react on a dime, not a diamond, on a dime. That means they get paid. In Spanish, we say dime. This is why some of you became a sponge. You wanted to know every single little story there is about you, about your past. Let me tell you something. What? You meet someone new, let the past go. Start fresh with a clean slate. If not, it'll come back to bite you in the ass. And it comes back in 3 forms: a burn, a cut, a bite. I'll repeat that. A burn, a cut, and a bite. These are people who watch. This is in the realms of Star Wars, the Sith. These are people who try to control the power of Christ within these wild spirit children of the tree called cedar. You forgot to ask. You didn't ask. And so we didn't tell you. Why would we? There was no self-worth. There is no progress. If there is earthquakes, it's because there's a shakeup that needs to be shaken of this despair, because there was a threat. Wow. Divine Mother says, if there is a threat on the field, she throws in earthquakes. You want to threaten my children? Let me shake you up. And now she's going to tell you, do you feel me now? The power that the Divine Mother has over this planet, over every single little thing in existence. And so yes, if God is a woman, she is a weapon. She is the first emanation of the monad spirit that came into existence. The formulation of said essence came through a woman. She is the ritual. And by golly, you need to care for her Because if you don't, this is a heavy ass energy that will be placed upon you. Heavy rain, heavy storms, heavy fire, wind, water. She will rain on every single thing you have in your life. It first starts with fire. Because she's going to burn it down. Because if that building or that foundation or that relationship is not built on solid foundation of truth, first and foremost, if it's not based on truth, and instead you have lied to the other person and manipulated their trust, then Divine Mother will come in and burn it down. And I'm seeing the goddesses, so let's see. Mary Magdalene showing her presence. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. 37 and all the multiples of thee. Oh, so powerful. She is the one who created her energy of 37 created the angel numbers that you love and dear and hold to your heart. When you see 111, 222, 333, 444, you have access to her Majesty, Mary Magdalene. Her Majesty is the pink light. This is divine love. This is how we fight. We fight because of love. And so she says, okay, you love me, huh? Let's see how true it is. Truth. And there is a duality in this realm of positive and negative. And so if you deny the truth of your feelings because you are trying to manipulate the other to become hopelessly addicted to you or codependent on you, then it's teeter-tottering. It starts to fold or fall down or fall off. It doesn't create that balance. The apostle of the apostles, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. She is the catalyst. She will make you pivot, or she leads you on the bridge to reconcile with your one. And so, collective, understand this, that when you meet many people in your life, you are ambassadors for the Lord God, for Christ consciousness, for the awakening of seeing the truth in all aspects, that there can be two truths at once. They keep repeating this story to me. There can be two truths at once. My truth and your truth. If it's true and not lies, and you're not standing on some type of soapbox trying to get the upper hand. There is no upper hand in love. There is no black and white in love. There is no winner or loser in love. Either you both win or you both lose. What's it gonna be? It's a pair. Right? Like this. They're showing me this. When you have a pair, when you're playing your card games, right? When you have two of a pair, it's always the same thing. So let's just say, what are they showing me? What are you showing me? I've got 4, A, 5, K, Q, 9, 8, 2, Q, right there. I saw first 2 queens. There's 2 queens on the field. The same. Except, as you can see, they're not looking at each other at the top, but at the bottom, they are. So you look at me from a negative polarity, but from the positive, nah. Or is that just the way it is between queens? I will tell you this. You can't have 2 queens under one roof. It ain't gonna work. There will be a power struggle, and one will go down in order for the queen to rule in this one house. But some of you might have been mistaken to think that that other person was a queen. The trick is to know 2 of a pair, 2 of a kind. And that both of you are the same. And so you have to acknowledge that some of you can be manipulated by icy words of a trigger of a past, of what happened to you in the past. And instead of looking at this person as good fortune, because you've just inherited something amazing because of everything that you have persevered through, and that you realize in the past relationships of the past that it wasn't your fault. It was their fault. Because it takes 2 to complete the cycle, to evolve. But if someone else comes into the picture of this love triangle, okay, and tries to bike pedal you, bypass, cycling through by, that's 3. That's 2, yes, but when there's a third person on the field, that creates hardships in your money, in your material, and delays in business, and then becomes the shade. Because then it becomes 4. The third person is trying to figure out a way to get in to get the money. And sometimes it's not about money. It's about praise. It's about look at me. It's about look at what I bring to the table. It's they love your story and they want to regurgitate your story as making it as them. But the person you didn't realize was a backstabber. And they have just ruined what you were trying to build with this friend, with this relationship, with this business partner. Their love was a disguise. Their love was a mask. You have to look into their eyes and know the soul of the truth, the water. Are their stories real? Or are they telling you somebody else's story? It should be me, not you. That was the problem. There could have been a K, the letter K, that came into the field and said, oh no, it should be me, not you. And this was a triangulation to stop the king from meeting his queen. If there was 2 queens on the field, there was only 1 king for one of them. But then this king might have been influenced by one of the other queens and then broke up the marriage. Now, the other queen must have been a prostitute or just wanted sex. Right? That was a false lover. Oh my God. It was because you guys were drinking and drunk. Inhibitions were lowered. You didn't care in that moment. You said, fuck it. Let's go into the danger zone. 4 people. Him, her, and money. And it became sloppy. Then the king became a crooked man, trying to get away When you, collective, you realized that you were on top of this situation, you were recognizing who was shady, and the sloppy work of laziness, of even their communication style that you picked up on. Wait a minute, wait. No, you're not going to treat me as such. I've built up my self-worth. I'm recognizing a death sentence when I see it. One thing you need to realize, collective, is that when someone is being dealt karma, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Do not interfere. Do not intervene. Get out of the way. Because if you interfere or intervene, you will also be hit with karma. Don't get in. You need to be the honorable man and take a knee and bow yourself out. Don't fight. Even though you have the sword of truth, sometimes the best truth is just to walk away. We don't fight. We don't fight for people who don't love us, who delay us. We don't fight for people who act with a cold temperature, who don't show any gratitude of having us in their life. No, we recognize who are birds of a feather who flock together. Soul family. We recognize healing of friends and love of family. We recognize the words that mock you. Ah ha ha ha, it's a joke. We're taking note. We recognize these people who are enabling these people to use such treatment as jokes and say it as such, and then we realize, because we don't play that way. Collective, you know that. We don't play like that. That's not funny to us. Because we were those children with adults telling us those things. And so that's not something we play with. We don't mess with your head, in your head, zombie, zombie. We don't put words in your head to fuck you up. Don't know who's your friend, who's your lover. Don't know where to go. No, we don't give you confusion spells. No. I have here Kardiha. Thank you, Mother. The mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. What do you need to know, Mother? The money's in the reverse? The mother of believers. For those who believe is why you are financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. 888. Someone's roads have been closed. For those road blocks you were putting into other one's lives. And I'm hearing 3 people. But there's one more, isn't there? There's 4 8s. There could be a life path 8 in the mix. Who was the main entangler of the hair knots, of the knots in your hair. It's a confirmation for you to know that these people do not care. Ay, Mother. So if it's in the reverse, this is why these people don't have any more money. It's running out. Their overflow was done. It's gone. Their little projects of trying to mess you up and create a scorch. The scarcity itch. Oh my God. There's a narc. Oh yes, I heard it. Thank you. What's the shadow? Oh, the winds are blowing. The tomb of your womb is full of doom. You are a portal for demons to come through. So they were running their mouth about you. They might have called you a demon portal, a demonic possession. All these things that they were saying about you, collective, those who follow the goddess, those who follow the mothers. Oh, I told you, this is heavy energy. You don't mess with mothers. They're the creatrix. Do not mess with the mothers. You don't mess with her children. And somebody's been messing with her children, so she's gonna fight back. You see? Stop forcing things to happen. Trust the process. Oof. Somebody is getting the slap backeth of the world right now. And she's standing on business. Look at her. She ain't here to F around. She came to do her job, and she's doing it. And I'm feeling a lot of root work. See what I mean? I just got an alert talking about banging noises and gunshots. What I tell you about the earthquakes. What I tell you about loud noises and hurricanes. And don't mess with her children. Stop forcing things to happen. Trust the process. So I'm feeling like someone's trying to do some type of crosswords, cross magic, crossroads. So I can cross your path right there, witch. Sue. Nope. Nobody knows the trouble you're in. Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Thank you. Mirabai. Oh, the saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Ooh, that's power, yo. All right, mothers, what are you telling us? These are two saints. These two saints represent the mother of believers. So these are like her daughters. Okay, power of the spoken word. What you got for us? Oh. This Lord of Darkness, their image of plastic, their image is going under. These who follow this, these priestesses of this Lord of Darkness is going under. They're having lockjaw, they're messing with their chin, their cheeks. There's a lot of things happening to their face in this time. Their mask is being revealed. Oh, Lord. True freedom, mother. Love is what sets us free. I am married to my own soul. These people might have claimed that you were fixated on materials, but that's not the truth at all. They might have called you a gold digger. They might have called you, I don't know, a home wrecker. They might have said a lot of hurtful things about you that wasn't true about you at all. Because you dressed nice, because you took care of your hair, you took care of your body, you took care of yourself. Anything that goes against the grain of what anybody else is doing, then they want to make it shameful. Because they can't do it. They don't have the motivation, they don't have the drive, they just don't got it. They would never. But they like to move their mouth like they are. But they're not. What's the truth then? This person is still trying to mess with your 11:11 promise. They're trying to mess with some form of stress and trying to create some form of urges. Like they're trying to activate some form of sexual, I don't know, deviancy within you. Trying to corrupt what you have already built. Maybe with your man or your lover, with somebody that you are already with. But it's not working. Still not working. What's the truth here? Power of spoken words. Ooh, trying to dig up dirt of secrets to steal your seeds of gifts. You found the mold. You found the mold on your skin. You removed it. You found the actual moldy stuff in your house and you cleaned it, got rid of it, in your car, in your friends group, at the job, whoever. You took care of it, you cleaned it out, you cut them off. What do we tell you? You burned them, you cut it, and you bait them. The bite might have been a word that you might have said to them, not that you actually bit them. You cut them off, and you might have burned them with what they said to you. You gave them the truth. What is it that they don't want us to know? They don't want you to know how protected you are, and you are withdrawn. Nobody can find you. Nobody can know what you're doing. Nobody knows it's sacred. It's sacred. You're protected. You're protected and you're withdrawn. And I saw with the dawn of light. And there it is. We are protected by the guardian angels. We are under their wings. You're not supposed to see us. You're never supposed to see us. If you saw us and if we came into your life, it was a blessing. But you didn't see it as such. And now you're trying to come back in because now you can see it? Oh no. That's not how this works. It's belief in your faith. That what the person is telling you is the truth. Because they have been standing on business the entire time. They have proved it to you. Every time. All the time. And yes, we are not perfect. And isn't it heartbreaking? Isn't it discerning when you realize that humans, we too can make mistakes. But when we walked away, it wasn't a mistake. It was we put our own self first. And realized that God was leading us down another path. That this path that God thought it was for you, God realized, I guess they don't want it. Let's go this way, mijita. And so God moved you into a different direction. I guess they don't want our love. And so now these people are feeling the absence of God, and now they're trying to fight their mightiest to come back. No. This is why you're going through a breakdown of your car running out of gas. Of your child not being fed. This is what's messing with your head. You were so fixated on something else than what you already had in your life. Ay, ay, ay. The time is to focus on you now. Focus on yourself. God is asking you to tap into your yin energy. 3113, 3113. Expose your expressions. Expose your repressions. And how you refuse to see it. Your feminine side. You are all acting out as the masculine. Feminines. A lot of feminines out there are acting like men. Men is a second generation to a woman. Just so you know. They want to be us. The power and the abilities that we possess and carry. They want to be us. Why do you think there's so many? Why do you think there's so many? At this time, you will not experience peace in your life until you have recognized all the areas of your life that need peace and tranquility. Because you have been, again, 5-5. Look at those 4 5s and 4 8s. You were the change in people's lives, or you were making people's lives change to fill your cup. You were not bringing them peace. Yikes. And so until you tap into truly what your heart feels inside, your feelings, really dive in deep into the things of what really happened. What really happened? I do feel like there is self-reflection happening at this time. However, it feels very poor me victim mentality. Poor me, I'm the victim. I didn't realize what was happening. Oh, no. Don't get it twisted. Reveal the truth of how you fucked around and found out. The thing of what happened is that you were on somebody's side and you were not on the side of your friend, right? Because I'm seeing Minnie, like Minnie Mouse. Somebody fled, and then you felt some type of way, like you were minimized or you felt small. You felt like this person was taking away your abilities, but that was not us. That was God, the goddess. If you had abilities, or is the fact that you have always been stealing others' identities, Libra. In this balance beam, trying to balance yourself as them. This is the despair of you. This is what's hurting your lower back. If it's your back, it's a Leo that mess with your head. Jesus Christ. Wow. Who's this Leo? I'm getting a double ace. This person might gamble a lot. They're running out of battery. They've got no energy. They're sick. This Leo is sick. And Smelly Sally. Oh, yeah. Fresh sardines. There's a lot of S's here. Smelly, Sally, sardine, silly, sad. Like the dwarfs. I'm getting like the dwarfs. Somebody may really like Snow White. Snow. Maybe where it snows. Your spirituality, they didn't like it. They thought you were like being a whore about it. Like, this is how you reel people into your can. Oh my gosh. They thought it was some type of play. Wow. I guess they're seeing it now, huh? Yep. They're seeing it now. How you have passed all these tests, Mystic, with your intuition. Congratulations. You stay away from these people who drain your energy. You stay away from these people who smell funny from their words and how they say what they say. Right? This bitch could have been a siren putting a play on words on you, trying to put you to sleep with her sexual energy. But her sexual energy is gross. Like, I wouldn't sleep with this chick. Not the fact that it starts with smelly. I mean, come on. Maybe somebody's name is Mel or Sally or Sal. Or somebody starts with the letter M. R. Dino, Dina. Sarah. Something's wrong with someone's urine, or it's in the urine, possibly a smell. The smelly urine could be a reason why. You should look into it. It could be, I don't know, some fucking yeast infection. It could be this Capricorn in the reverse. This Capricorn used her energy to not be responsible, to not help others, to not help people heal their trauma, and as a matter of fact, she canned them. She processed their energy to can it, to sell it, like little cans of soup. Here, come and buy this new fresh sardine that we just pulled from the sea. Or this mother was using you as a way to get more energy. Right? Because you're a mythical creature. You're a star seed. You're from a different planet, different race, different structure. And so your energy does not deplete. It transmutes. It alchemizes. And so this Capricorn was just fixated on trying to steal your energy, trying to steal your golden light that radiates from your chest, which is your heart and your higher heart. 50, 40. Those are zeros. Those are Divine Mother for real. What's the shadow in this Capricorn? She was bitten. What I tell you? She's a bite. She was bitten by a so-called friend and has injected their venom into her. Watch your thoughts and your feelings. You are mimicking them. But I don't feel she was mimicking. I think this is actually who she really is. She's not a responsible parent, a responsible sibling, a responsible anything. She's not responsible for anything or anybody, but only herself. So when it comes to others, it's like, oh, whatever. Who represents you? Because she's running under somebody else. Damn! And I'm getting a lot of secret cult, secret societies. Emanations, angels. What's going to happen to this mother who's been bitten or who's about to hit the can? The angel of annihilation is here. Hasmed. Ooh, Hasmed. What is your power of the word? This person could start with the letter B, K, or T. Abject humiliation. They did a humiliation ritual on you. They tried to can you. Can means they tried to put you in jail for something. Financially, this could be an earth sign. Deidre. Jahid. Dejid. Of B. So somebody was working for this letter B so that it wouldn't hit this letter B, but it's coming back to the B. It's coming to the source because they're following the money. Oof. Of this people who kept secrets of a false mother, people who are unbalanced and they have fallen because of the distorted feminine. Acting like a man. Walk like a man, talk like a man, time's up, you little shit. Time's up. Time's up, and they're coming right at you. Like, he is coming right at you. He knows directly who in specifics. This is somebody who might have stolen your crown chakra, your crown energy, your purple light. Oh, and it's from the crown to your feet and your heart. They were trying to do entanglements, entangle spells, confusion spells, crossword magic, crossroads, spell bind you. There's 4 legs here. There's 2 people that are binded into one. This person has no feet. So they could be suffering from their feet, or they could be suffering from the 12th house of their secrets. 12th house is secrets. Not sacred. Secrets. These people are not sacred. They wouldn't keep anything to themselves. They devour everything and tell everybody everything. This is the person who turns away to the actual truth, who faces away. And this guy who's coming in, there's 2 towers with him. And they're sharp. So this is going to be a cut, a burn, and a bite. 2 will burn, 1 will be cut, And another one would be bit. Yikes. Shoot. In that moment that I saw it, I did see A, E, K, and T. Ay, ay, ay. And then yesterday I saw 2 M's and a Z. There is a snooty little rich boy that they're going after too. Obsessive with watches. And I don't know if it's like an actual watch or he's obsessed with watching. Oh, that's never anything good. Let's end it on my fruit. Let's end it on my magic morsels. This is Monday. This is the truth of the blue. The truth of the blue. For the collective. Wait, where is that? What is coming in for the collective? What should the collective focus on? You don't have to worry about this. We don't want you to focus on this. We don't want you to worry about this. This is being handled. This is being taken care of. There is a lot of 8s happening at this time. Those who try to spellbound you and put a little sticker in your path on your foot to stab you and not move you, they're being dealt with at this time. The villains in the villages are being dealt with at this time. This is why we stayed off the network, because it was happening. Because of their hexes. The hex. Antacid. Antacid. Soulless. Number 1. This person is soulless. They wanted to be number 1 in your life. They wanted to claim that they were all natural, whatever it is that they make. They're getting hit by the Divine Mother Isis. With those 7 scorpions. Yikes. We've got Faye here. Faye potato chips. Levetti, number 28. You've mastered the shadow within your mind. The secret ingredient of secrecy. You are doing it. Keep going. Waffles of indulgence. Indulgence, 40. You're moving on to a different platform, different scene. This is... what is it? Bag of chips? Something is moving higher. I'm telling you, something is sacred. Look at this, secrecy. Something is sacred that it's not supposed to be exposed. You're not supposed to see it. Those who see it have been blessed. If you were rewarded with such a thing, it's a blessing. But if you didn't treasure it and, realize it, there's nothing we can do for you. Sometimes in life you need to laugh at shit. The potato chips are light, airy, messy, and fun to eat. They remind us to not take everything so seriously. Levity is an underrated form of therapy. Laughter is magic. The potato chips examines whether we need to take things more seriously or indulge in divine foolishness. Fun, laughter, lightheartedness, weird, fairy energy. Cool. 42. The secret ingredient. There is a sacredness to secrecy. Somebody's name with the letter S or C. Secrecy. Not everything is meant for all to know. Keep some secrets for yourself. Give a lot of thought to what you disclose to others. Consider taking a more conservative approach. Secrets, boundaries, and self-respect. Last one is the waffles. Indulgence. Sometimes life is best covered in sliced fruit, rich maple syrup, butter, and whipped cream. The waffles ask us to indulge and enjoy our time here. Or perhaps pull back a bit, or you might get a stomach ache. Heathism, indulgence, enjoyment, and pleasure. Remove all spells off of my tongue, please. Thank you. Gemini. This is it. So thank you for coming back. Thank you for realizing that we are helping here in this realm. Thank you for knowing the truth of us. Those who stick around and are not here to spy. Because if you are spying, I would be careful. As you can see, they take the villains out. It's not by our doing, but the power of the divine. And I think it's the power of the fairies. Some fairies right now are acting into God's will. That would be very careful. Be very careful. With much love and light. Thank you for being here, collective. If this message is resonating with you, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know you're getting the message. Thank you. Thank you for raising up this channel so that everybody may know the truth of who we walk with much love. Adios.